Hello students, welcome back. So today we are going to start another topic of chapter 3, Plant Kingdom. So here already we have covered about the general characteristics of plant, as well as we have done the classification of plant kingdom, and in that one we have discussed about the Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm and Angiosperms. Okay, so one by one we were discussing about these one. So from first one, Thallophyta, we have already started. In Thallophyta, the examples which we have taken, that is algae. Okay, so in the previous lecture we have already discussed about the general characteristics of algae, and up to the reproduction we have completed. And if we will talk about the economic importance of the algae, okay, so it may be that the CO2 fixation, the 50% of the atmospheric CO2 fixed by these algae. Okay, another one we can say that these algae are the primary producers for the aquatic ecosystem. Okay, and another one that it can be used as a food. Most of the algae are the edible one. For example, laminaria. So these algae can be taken as a food. Along with this, some algae can be used for making jellies, ice cream. So according to their pigmentation, we have classified these algae into different one. Fine. So here that these important characteristics or economic importance algae are very useful for the human beings. So one by one we have categorized these algae on the basis of the pigmentation, whether it is a green, whether it is a brown, or whether it is a red. So why all these are happening, why the color of the algae are different? It is due to the presence of pigments. So what type of pigments in particular type of algae? These are like chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and rhodophyceae. We have discussed a small bit about these three one. Chlorophyceae having the chlorophyll content, and these are also known as green algae. Okay, and this one is a brown algae, and third one is a red algae. So one by one we will discuss it here. So today we will start with the first one, that is chlorophyceae. So let's start with the first one, chlorophyceae. Now whenever we are talking about any members, we are discussing about the habitat, about the forms in every members. So here also we will start with the first one, that is these chlorophyceae having the diverse form. ओके, क्लोरोफाइसी क्या है? इनको हम ग्रीन एल्गी भी कहते हैं, और इन ये कई फॉर्म्स में पाए जाते हैं. Likewise, if you will say that it may be unicellular, it may be found in a colonial form, it can be found in the filamentous form. In the general characteristics of algae, we have discussed that what is the meaning of colonial. When the algae form any colonies, so these are known as colonial forms. When the algae are found in the filamentous form, and we know that what are the filaments? These are the filaments. So these are the filamentous nature. So we can say these are in filamentous form. So the more important thing about these one, that you must know the examples of each form. ओके, आपको याद होना चाहिए कि हर फॉर्म के एग्जाम्पल्स क्या हैं, बिकॉज फ्रॉम द एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दीज एग्जाम्पल्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो इफ यू विल डिस्कस इट अबाउट द यूनिसेल्युलर, सो व्हाट आर द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ यूनिसेल्युलर? क्लेमाइडोमोनास, क्लोरेला एंड एसिटाबुलेरिया. Okay, if you will talk about the Chlamydomonas, what type of unicellular? They are motile one. ये क्या है? Motile है. Why? Because they are having flagella. Okay, whenever flagella is there, it is responsible for the motility. Fine. Another one is the chlorella. If we'll talk about the chlorella, it is non-motile. Why? Because they are not having any flagella. Fine. Again, there is a acetabularia. It's like just like a umbrella shape. So there are different features of these examples also. Now, if we talk about the colonial forms, Volvox is the example of these colonial form. These Volvox are just like a Chlamydomonas. Okay, when these structure are forming the colony, so in that time we are saying these are the Volvox. That's why we have given different names, because due to their how they are living. Another one is the filamentous form. Filamentous form, as we have discussed, filament in nature. So examples are Eunothrics and Spirogyra. Example are very important. If there will be any question, okay, इस question को पूछा जा सकता है, what is the another name of Eunothrics or what is the another name of Spirogyra? There may be confusion. Eunothrics is known as pond wool, as well as Spirogyra is known as pond silk. Eunothrics को आप क्या कहते हैं? Pond wool, and Spirogyra को क्या कहते हैं? Pond silk. So don't confuse between these two terms. Fine. So these are the forms in which algae are present. Now, if we will talk about the habitat, कहाँ रहते हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा कहाँ पाए जाते हैं? So these algae are present as a cosmopolitan. What is the meaning of cosmopolitan? It means that these are present on different place, or we can say these are present in every places. हर जगह ये पाए जाते हैं. Here, what is the meaning of cosmopolitan? We are talking about the aquatic condition, because in the general characteristics of Thallophyta, we have discussed that Thallophyta are the primitive forms, and all the thallophytes are present where? In the aquatic form. So we can say, as these algae comes under the Thallophyta and these chlorophysi comes under the algae, so we can say that these are aquatic form. ठीक है, एक्वेटिक फॉर्म में भी ये क्या हो सकते हैं कि सारे ही जगह ये रहते हैं. सो हियर एग्जांपल्स कैन बी द फ्रेश वाटर, मरीन वाटर, brackish water, saline water. Okay, so these are different forms of water. So these are present in all types of aquatic condition. Now another point is that pigmentation, very very important. As we were doing about the chlorophysi, the name itself indicates that chloro. Okay, chloro leads to chlorophyll. So it may be possibility that there will be some pigments. ठीक है, क्लोरोफाइसी का मतलब क्या है? रिलेटेड टू क्लोरोफिल, और इनमें क्या होंगे? पिगमेंट्स प्रेजेंट होंगे. और कैसे पिगमेंट्स होंगे? क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट. सो हियर सेम थिंग वी हैव रिटर्न दैट क्लोरोफाइसी, ड्यू टू दिस they are having green color, and these green color is visible due to what? Due to the chlorophyll pigment, and these chlorophyll pigments can be chlorophyll A as well as chlorophyll B. Along with this chlorophyll, some more pigments are also present here, which is known as xanthophyll. But dominantly there is a chlorophyll pigment. Okay, see here, whenever we are talking about any of them, either chlorophysi, phaeophysi or rhodophysi, किसी की बात हम करें, chlorophyll pigment is present everywhere. But what happens that in case of other members, there may be the dominant pigments are different one. यहाँ पे क्या होंगे? पिगमेंट्स और भी हैं जो क्या होंगे? क्लोरोफिल के ऊपर ज़्यादा डोमिनेंट होंगे. That's why they are showing their own color instead of showing the green color. So here the color of green is due to the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Fine. Now these pigments, or we can say this chlorophyll is situated where? In the chloroplast. हमें पता है कि chlorophyll कहाँ present रहते हैं? Chloroplast में present रहते हैं. In general characteristics of plants अगर आप बात करते हैं, उनमें भी कहाँ होते हैं? In the chloroplast. So we can say these pigments are present in the chloroplast. Now again, if we talk about the chloroplast, अगर हम बात करें क्लोरोप्लास्ट की, ये भी क्या है? इनके भी डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स है. क्लोरोप्लास्ट के अलग अलग स्ट्रक्चर हो सकते हैं. इट कैन बी डिस्क शेप्ड, इट कैन बी कप शेप्ड, इट कैन बी रिबन शेप्ड. ओके, सो दे आर डिफरेंट शेप ऑफ दीज क्लोरोप्लास्ट. From out of these four, if I will give example of one or two, example cup shape. Okay, अगर हम इनमें से किसी एक की बात करें तो here I have written cup shape. So cup से shape का chloroplast कैसा होगा? Just like a cup shape. And if we will take any example of this chlorophysi that we have done, for example Chlamydomonas. हमने कोई अगर एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं Chlamydomonas. Okay, so here I have drawn the structure of Chlamydomonas. So if you will see here, what you will observe, I have drawn this shape which is of green color. Okay, and this green color is what? It is a chloroplast, and it is like a shape of horseshoe shape. Okay, इसको अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे तो कैसा है? horseshoe shape का. and another name we can say cup shape. आपको यहाँ पे क्लोरोप्लास्ट कैसा दिख रहा है? कप शेप का दिख रहा है. So we can say these chloroplasts can be of varied forms, and one of them it is a cup shape, and examples which we have quoted here, that is Chlamydomonas, and here we have drawn the structure of Chlamydomonas, which is showing the cup shaped chloroplast. Okay, another thing, if another example, if we can take ribbon shaped, all you have seen the structure of Spirogyra. आप सभी ने 10th ग्रेड तक भी आपने देखा होगा Spirogyra का स्ट्रक्चर कैसा होता है. इट इज एन filamentous form, okay, like this, and inside this filamentous form these are zigzag like shape. okay, इसके अंदर आपने क्या देखे होंगे, एक zigzag shape देखे होंगे. ये zigzag shape क्या है, these are the chloroplast. and what type of chloroplast, it is a shape of ribbon shaped. कैसे दिख रहे हैं आपको ये क्लोरोप्लास्ट, रिबन शेप के दिख रहे हैं. सो हियर अनदर पॉइंट व्हिच आई हैव मेंशन्ड, दीज क्लोरोप्लास्ट कैन बी ऑफ रिबन शेप्ड आल्सो इन केस ऑफ Spirogyra. Fine. So these are some different forms of chloroplast here. Another important point about the chlorophyceae. Okay, we are talking about the green algae now. जितने भी green algae होते हैं उनमें storage bodies क्या होती है, because these are containing some storage bodies. So storage bodies are known as pyrenoids. Okay, so this point is very important. The storage bodies which is present in the chlorophyceae members, these are known as pyrenoids. And whenever we are talking about the pyrenoids, it means that it is composed of two types of things. What it is? Protein and starch. क्लोरोफाइसी के मेंबर्स के जो स्टोरेज बॉडी है उनको हम क्या कहते हैं, पायरेनॉइड्स. और ये पायरेनॉइड्स किसके बने होते हैं, प्रोटीन के और स्टार्च के. ओके, नाउ अनदर थिंग दैट दीज पायरेनॉइड्स और द स्टोरेज बॉडीज आर प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द क्लोरोप्लास्ट. So we can say that the pigments as well as the pyrenoids are present inside the chloroplast, and this chloroplast can be of different forms. Okay, so if you will see this diagram, I have taken example of Chlamydomonas here also. So in this structure you can see that the outside one is the cell wall. Okay, inside the cell wall you can see that there is one cup like structure which is known as chloroplast. And we said that inside this chloroplast, pyrenoid is present. Okay, and this pyrenoid is what? It is made up of protein and starch. Now, if I will zoom this structure from this chloroplast, मैंने क्या कहा कि इस क्लोरोप्लास्ट जो कि कैसा है, कप शेप का, उसके अंदर आपको क्या दिखते हैं, पायरेनॉइड. And these pyrenoid are the storage body. Now, if I will zoom this structure which is present inside this chloroplast, that is pyrenoid, it is just like this one. Okay, what it is look like, this one. And the outer part, okay, the outer structure is what? It is the starch. Okay, which is enclosing the other structure. Inner one is the protein. अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर को जूम करके यहाँ पे देखते हैं तो आपको क्या दिखेंगे, बाहर का स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, स्टार्च, और अंदर का स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, प्रोटीन. Okay, that's why we have said combinedly we are saying it is a pyrenoid. Okay, now another point which is important, that under some storage material is there. Along with these protein and starch, there is some more stored material is there. These are oil droplets. ओके, इनके साथ साथ क्या होते हैं, इनमें कुछ ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट्स भी प्रेजेंट रहते हैं. एंड दीज ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट्स कैन बी ट्रांसफर्ड और कैन बी प्रिपेयर्ड इनटू द बायोडीजल. हम क्या कर सकते हैं, इन ऑयल ड्रॉपलेट्स से बायोडीजल भी बना सकते हैं. एंड वी नो दैट इन केमिस्ट्री वी हैव डन हाउ देयर इज अ प्रोसेस लाइक ट्रांसएस्ट्रिफिकेशन. ओके, सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ ट्रांसएस्ट्रिफिकेशन वी कैन convert this oil droplets into the biodiesel, and which is very very important for the human. Next one is the cell wall. Because we are talking about the chlorophyceae, we will see all the structure, all the inclusions which is present in this Chlamydomonas or in any of the general chlorophyceae member. Now the cell wall, if we talk about the cell wall, this is rigid one. सेल वॉल प्रेजेंट होगा जो कि क्या होगा, रिजिड होगा. अगेन दिस सेल वॉल इज प्रेजेंट एक्सटर्नली एज वेल एज इंटरनली. अगर आप सेल वॉल को देखें तो आउटर सेल वॉल इज मेड अप ऑफ पेक्टोज एंड इनर cell wall is made up of cellulose. So again this one is important. The cell wall is made up of what? Made up of cellulose and pectose. Generally we are saying the cell wall of chlorophyceae is made up of cellulose. Okay. Now very very important about this one, and the point reproduction. Okay, reproduction is again how this can be formed. Again same like there of copies. कैसे ये रिप्रोड्यूस करेंगे और दूसरे algae बनाएंगे. So there are different methods as we have done the general characteristics of algae, that there are three mode of reproduction: vegetative, asexual and sexual. So again, if we talk about the chlorophyceae, we are having again these three methods, and first one is vegetative. ओके, वेजिटेटिव मेथड में क्या होता है, कोई भी पार्ट टूट के दूसरा एल्गी बना सकता है. सो हियर method is fragmentation. Fragmentation is that method in which the algae is broken down and will form a new algae. Okay, and in this fragmentation we have done, the examples are the Spirogyra. Okay, now another method is asexual method. In asexual method we have done that in case of algae there is formation of some spores like zoospores, aplanospores, echinate. So these are the different asexual method, and these zoospores are formed inside the zoosporangia. Okay, the body in which zoospores are forming, it is known as zoosporangia. Okay, now the third one method is the sexual method of reproduction, and these are having three forms: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Same thing as we did in the general characteristics of algae about reproduction, same thing will follow in this one also. Okay, isogamous, same type of gametes, anisogametes dissimilar in structures, and oogamous, that the female one is larger one and non-motile, and male one is the motile and smaller in structure. Okay, examples mentioned here. So here as we are talking about the chlorophyceae, so we will give the example of the chlorophyceae member. यहाँ पे हम बात किसकी कर रहे हैं, chlorophyceae की, तो हम examples पे क्या यूज करेंगे, chlorophyceae की ही example. For example, Spirogyra, isogamous, anisogamous, Chlamydomonas and oogamous volvox. हमें पता है कि Spirogyra में क्या है. If we will talk about the Spirogyra, it is non-motile. ओके, अगर हम इसकी बात करें दोनों गैमेट्स कैसे होंगे, सेम होंगे, एंड दीज आर लाइक अ विदाउट फ्लैजिलम. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द क्लेमाइडोमोनास, देन इट कैन बी एनाइजोगैमस. ओके, वॉल्वोक्स इज द oogamous. नाउ देयर इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, क्लेमाइडोमोनास जो है वो कैसे रिप्रोड्यूस करता है, वो आइसोगैमस भी रिप्रोड्यूस कर सकता है, वो एनाइजोगैमस भी रिप्रोड्यूस कर सकता है, और oogamous का. Okay, so Chlamydomonas is one of them which can reproduce by any of the method. Okay, any of three of the method. Now if we will talk about the reproduction mode, so these, if condition is favorable, so what kind of reproduction takes place, asexual. Okay, in favorable condition asexual reproduction takes place, but if there is unfavorable condition, what type of reproduction will take place, sexual reproduction takes place. Okay, now another important thing about the economic importance, as we have studied whole about the chlorophyceae, so what is the importance of this chlorophyceae member, क्या importance है. Okay, again if we have done in the general characteristics of algae the economic importance about the different types of algae, but here we are talking about the green algae. So what is the importance of this green algae, and we know that if it is a green in color, so what it will do, the main thing which it will do, that it will fix the atmospheric carbon dioxide. Okay, जैसे कि green algae क्या है, green in color है, तो ये क्या करेंगे, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा CO2 fix करेंगे. Okay, another important thing about the algae, they are can be used as a food. हम इनको algae को हम कैसे use कर रहे हैं, as a food भी use कर रहे हैं. For example, one of the example is chlorella. Okay, chlorella is very rich in protein. chlorella में क्या होता है, प्रोटीन, these are the protein rich one, इसीलिए peoples are consuming this chlorella. Okay, now again if you will don't confuse with this one, another protein rich algae which is present, this is known as spirulina. You have heard about this spirulina. Nowadays it is very common that people are consuming this spirulina for what, as a food supplement. Okay, because it is providing protein to the human being. So now if we'll talk about the spirulina, this is not a this green algae. Okay, it is not a algae, but it is a blue green algae, as we have covered in the previous kingdom. Okay, blue green algae हमने पहले kingdom में पढ़ चुके हैं, वो इस kingdom में नहीं आता है, it doesn't come under the plant kingdom. So after this spirulina contains highest अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोटीन, सबसे ज़्यादा प्रोटीन प्लांट में किसमें होता है, स्पाइरुलिना में. एंड आफ्टर दिस वन इन द क्लोरेला, इसके बाद किसमें प्रेजेंट रहता है, क्लोरेला में. Okay, so this chlorella is example of this green algae which the people are consuming. As well as this chlorella is also known as space algae. Okay, and as well as this spirulina is also a space algae. जो लोग स्पेस में जाते हैं, okay, the people of those are astronauts, those are going to the space, they are taking this food supplement. For what? For taking the oxygen as well as for taking the food supplement or the proteinaceous diet from these plants. Okay, so this is the chlorella. And another one importance of this algae is antibiotics. in algae से क्या हो सकता है, antibiotics भी बनाए जाते हैं. The antibiotic name is chlorelin. Okay, the chlorelin is extracted from where? Again from the chlorella. Okay, so this is another point. And here we have discussed about the chlorophyllaceae. Now I will make you understand some important thing about the asexual reproduction as well as sexual reproduction. And for this one I will take the example of Chlamydomonas. Okay, Chlamydomonas is having the flagella-like structure. Now just have a look in this structure also. If you will see the structure of Chlamydomonas, outer one is the cell wall. Okay, inside the cell wall cup-shaped chloroplast is there. And inside the chloroplast, pyrenoid structure is there, which is the stored food material. Again, there is nucleus is present. Along with this, there are two structures, which is known as what? These are the basal granules. What are these? These two black structures are what? These are the basal granules from where these two flagella are arising. ये दो flagella कहाँ से arise हो रहे हैं? In basal granule से. And if we will talk about the flagella, what type of position is there? Okay, another important point about this Chlamydomonas or of the Chlorophyllaceae, कैसे हैं structure? Flagella कैसे हैं? Anteriorly present. What is the position of the flagella here? And these are present apically or anteriorly. Okay, this part is anterior and this part is posterior one. And these side parts are the lateral ones. So what type of position? The anterior position. Now below that they are having two blue like structure which is known as vacuole, or we can say contractile vacuole. इन्हें क्या कहते हैं, जो दो blue round structure यहाँ पे दिख रहे हैं, these are known as the contractile vacuole. And the function of these contractile vacuole is the osmoregulation. They are helpful for the osmoregulation of this organism, of this structure. Okay, and one more thing is here, eye spot, which I have shown here with the red mark. Now how this Chlamydomonas, because as we have said, this can be act as an iso, aniso and oogamous. Now out of them, how they will act as a asexual reproduction, how they will act as a sexual reproduction, हम दोनों ही किस में पढ़ेंगे? Chlamydomonas के example में. So let's have a look here. First we will start with the example one, that is. So now we will discuss about the reproduction method in Chlamydomonas, as it is a member of Chlorophyllaceae. So in this method what happens, it may be asexual method and sexual method. If we will talk about the asexual method, it will start from where? From the Chlamydomonas, and when it will undergo the asexual reproduction, first of all it will lose its flagella. ओके सबसे पहले क्या करेगा, ये अपना फ्लैजिला विड्रॉ करेगा और इट विल लूज इट्स फ्लैजिला. आफ्टर लूजिंग द फ्लैजिला इट विल बिकम द थिक राउंडेड स्ट्रक्चर. Okay, so after becoming this one, it will become thick structure, and in this structure there will be a mitotic division takes place. What is happening? Mitotic division. Due to this mitotic division, what will happen? It will form more and more spores. And we know that these spores are forming inside this structure, which is thick one. Now when the condition will be favorable, this structure will get rupture. And what is it? These are the zoosporangium. ओके हमने क्या कहा था कि जूस्पोर्स कहाँ होते हैं? जूस्पोरेंजियम के अंदर. जैसे ही फेवरेबल कंडीशन आएगी तो ये थिक स्ट्रक्चर व्हाट विल हैपन? It will get rupture, and due to rupturing of this, it will form the haploid spores. and these haploid spores are having no flagella. अब यहाँ पे क्या होंगे, ये zoospores बनेंगे जिनके पास flagella नहीं है. During the maturation what will happen, they will undergo maturation. As a result of that they will retain their flagella. जैसे ही maturation होगी क्या होगा, इनका flagella वापस आ जाएगा and these will undergo more and more maturation and form the same Chlamydomonas. Okay, so what is happening in whole cycle, it is undergoing the mitotic division. See students, the main plant body of the Chlamydomonas is haploid in number. Okay, if we will talk about the this one, the Chlamydomonas, what is it? It is a haploid set of chromosome. And if we will talk about the human being, okay, हमारी बॉडी में कैसा सेट ऑफ क्रोमोसोम है, डिप्लॉयड सेट ऑफ क्रोमोसोम which is 2n in number. And during the gamete formation, for example in our case it is diploid set of chromosome, and during the gamete formation what happens, it will form haploid number. Okay, and these haploid numbers are forming when there will be meiosis. कब बन रहे हैं, जब इनमें meiosis होगी. Meiosis is a reductional division, and due to the reduction division this 2n will get reduced to the haploid number. Okay, but now if the plant body, if the main body is haploid in number, अगर ये क्या है, haploid number body है, अगर इसमें meiosis होगा तो क्या होगा, they will become n by 2 in number. Okay, which is not possible. ऐसा नहीं होता है. So during this time when the main plant body is haploid in number, so it will undergo what type of division? It will undergo mitotic division. Okay, so that's why it is happening that if main plant body is haploid in number, so it will undergo mitotic division. And we know that mitotic division is what? It is an equational division. Okay, if there will be one division, अगर एक mitotic division होगा, it will form 2. If there will be 2, then it will form 4. So here what will happen, there will be chances that 2 to 4 mitotic division can occur inside this body, and due to this mitotic division there will be formation of spore inside this zoosporangium. Okay, same thing we are applying here also in case of sexual method of reproduction. In sexual method of reproduction also we will start with the Chlamydomonas which is haploid in number. Okay, so this is haploid in number during this one, and we know that in every plant, okay, हमने पढ़ा था कि plant में what will be the characteristics, alternation of generation. And what is alternation of generation? इसमें क्या होता है, haploid to diploid, diploid to haploid. Like this there will be a alternation. ओके, फेस किसका होता है, या तो हैप्लॉइड होगी या फिर डिप्लॉइड होगी. सो हियर बट ऐसा जरूर होगा कि अगर मेन प्लांट बॉडी हैप्लॉइड है तो देन एट वंस कभी ना कभी वो डिप्लॉइड में जरूर आएगी. इफ मेन प्लांट बॉडी इज डिप्लॉइड तो कभी ना कभी वो हैप्लॉइड स्टेज में जरूर आएगी, बट दे विल ऑल्टरनेट विद ईच अदर. Now, if we'll talk about the sexual method of reproduction in case of Chlamydomonas, again the main plant body is haploid one, which are the spores, zoospores. Again it will undergo mitotic division. Why? Because they have to form gametes. Sexual method में क्या होता है, हमें male gamete as well as female gamete, then only there will be a fusion. So here to get the gametes what will happen, first of all they will undergo the mitotic division as they are losing its flagella. After that they will form gametes. Okay, यहाँ पे हमें क्या करने हैं, gametes बनाने हैं from 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. So how many, that we are having 4 gametes. Okay, and all these gametes are haploid in number. ये सारे gametes कैसे होंगे, haploid number के होंगे. Then after this, out of these gametes one will act as a male and other will act as a female. We can say plus as well as minus. Your choice, that you can assume that one will act as a male gamete and other will act as a female gamete. Now when they will fuse with each other, what will happen, they will fuse with their flagella. कहाँ से फ्यूजन होगा, एंटीरियर पोर्शन से. एंटीरियर पोर्शन ऑफ दिस मेल एज वेल एज एंटीरियर पोर्शन ऑफ दिस फीमेल विल गेट फ्यूज विद ईच अदर, एंड ड्यू टू दिस फ्यूजन व्हाट विल हैपन, दे विल फॉर्म 4 flagella. Okay, so after fusion it will form zygote, and this zygote having 4 flagella. That's why we are saying it is a quadriflagellate. Okay, so after this phase again it will undergo the division. We know that we attain the diploid. यहाँ तक हमें क्या हो गया है, जब n मिलेंगे तो कैसा स्ट्रक्चर हो जाएगा, डिप्लॉइड, एंड दिस डिप्लॉइड स्ट्रक्चर विल फॉर्म द zygospore. But to form the zygotes it has to lose its flagella. Again यहाँ पे क्या होगा, इस क्लेमाइडोमोनास में फ्लैजिला रिमूव होना चाहिए. देन दिस फ्लैजिला विल रिमूव, व्हाट विल हैपन, इट विल फॉर्म थिक स्ट्रक्चर zygospore. इसकी वजह से क्या होगा, एक थिक स्ट्रक्चर zygospore डेवलप होगा विच विल बी द डिप्लॉयड इन स्ट्रक्चर. व्हाई? बिकॉज आफ्टर दैट वी आर गेटिंग डिप्लॉयड नंबर ऑफ सेट्स. एंड नाउ वी हैव सेड दैट जब भी हमारे पास डिप्लॉयड स्ट्रक्चर होगा, एज आई हैव सेड हियर, इफ देयर विल बी डिप्लॉयड इट विल अंडरगो meiosis, meiotic division. When it will be haploid it will undergo mitotic division. So here if you are watching then we are having डिप्लॉयड नंबर. हम लेकिन हमें वापस लाइफ साइकिल में क्या बनाना है, हैप्लॉयड नंबर ऑफ क्लेमाइडोमोनास, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि क्लेमाइडोमोनास कैसे होते हैं, हैप्लॉयड नंबर के होते हैं. सो व्हाट इट विल डू, there will be a meiotic division. Why? Because now we have to make haploid spores. Okay, so these zygospores or this structure will undergo the meiotic division, and due to this meiotic division they will form the meiospores. Why we are saying meiospores? Because the spores which we are forming here, it is result of the meiotic division. जनरली क्या होता है, हमारे पास अगर हमें स्पोर्स बनाने हैं तो स्पोर्स कहाँ से बनते हैं. We know that there is two things. What is haploid? Haploid is making what? What type of structure? Gametophytic structure. Haploid is making gametophytic structure, and the diploid is forming the sporophytic structure. Now if you will see here, what type of structure it is? It is haploid or diploid? It is diploid. So we can say it is sporophyte. अभी क्या बन गया यहाँ पे, स्पोरोफाइट. एंड व्हाट इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ स्पोरोफाइट, दैट दे आर फॉर्मिंग द स्पोर्स हियर. सो अगेन दे आर फॉर्मिंग व्हाट टाइप ऑफ स्पोर, म्यूस्पोर्स, एंड दीज म्यूस्पोर्स विल अंडरगो मैचुरेशन. अब म्यूस्पोर्स क्या करेंगे, वापस इनको क्लेमाइडोमोनास बनना है तो उनको वापस अपने फ्लैजिला वापस चाहिए. सो हियर दीज विल अंडरगो मैचुरेशन एंड दे विल रिटेन इट्स फ्लैजिला एंड फॉर्मिंग 4 clamidomonas. Again this will undergo more and more maturation and form the full clamidomonas, or we can say zoospores. Okay, so this is the whole life cycle of the clamidomonas, whether it will be asexual and it may be sexual mode of reproduction. Now if you will observe here, in this cycle what you are watching, that most of the phases are in which condition, they are in haploid condition. See here, this is also haploid, this is also haploid, this is also haploid, this one is also haploid, and again we are getting haploid condition. But what is happening, there is very small phase of diploid condition. Okay, यहाँ पर क्या देख रहे हो आप कि बहुत सिर्फ only one stage is there where we are getting the diploid condition. Okay, so mostly dominant कौन है, haploid phase dominant है. Whenever this thing will happen, that when haploid condition will dominate over the diploid condition, what you will say, it is a haplontic life cycle. हैप्लॉन्टिक लाइफ साइकिल किसको कहेंगे, जिसमें हैप्लॉइड कंडीशन ज्यादा होगी दिस लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर मेंबर. अगर फॉर एग्जांपल इट विल बी अ डिप्लॉन्टिक लाइफ साइकिल, then in that case the most of the thing will be in the diploid condition and very less phase in the haploid condition. Okay, so we have discussed this thing in the previous lecture also. So here the main summary of this chlorophyceae is that they are following the haplontic life cycle, which will undergo haploid phase more, and in this structure we are getting flagella, and flagella are removing. Okay, and finally these flagella will get retained and we are getting our whole clamidomonas. So students, revise all these things. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.